Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here. Cameron DeRoe is going to be your pole sitter. Kevin Savoy is going to be your outside pole sitter. Joe Grijalva and Justin Malarkey will make up the next two rows. Makes up the next two spots. Jesse Bunnell, Joshua Brock make up row number 3. Michael Coulter Jr., Sam King will be in row number 4. Michael Strickland and Bob Gray will make up row number 5. Brian Farrington and Amar, there in the back. Amar is going to be your race controller. Not many qualified, but there's a ton of people sitting in the back. John Hammond, Rich Holland, Andrew Tenold, Matt Magner, Donnell Williams, Charles Garrett, Bob Garofalo, Brandon Porter, Skylar Sheridan. They're going to run 183 laps at Darlington. I am not going to be talking very much today. For those who remember, I broke my tooth on a taco, and I've had some mouth work done. So I'm going to let you have at it. Good luck to the drivers and to the Winston Throwback Series. I'll keep things interesting. We'll explain a few things when they happen. It's hot and heavy. It's going to be there are going to be cautions. It's going to be tough to drive. It's a long race. So, yeah, just hold on to it. Good to see you out there, Cortland. Yeah, man. Roger, take good luck. Joe out there, good luck. El Paso is ready. MCP out there watching on the big screen tonight. Very cool. On the flat screen, sorry. Savoy out front, Bunnell in second. This is something that we've seen 1-2 for the majority of the races that we've called. We've seen Bunnell battle back and forth, but Kevin's pretty much run the route of the series. Let's take a look at their points. I want to take a look at that because I think Kevin still has the lead. Points on everything. Yeah, Kevin still has a 280-point lead over the field, over Jesse Bunnell. And that is just huge. Well, I was out doing field training. Yeah, and he got his cameras up later. I'd have his cameras on. Just couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I try to, you know what I mean? I try to make sure that I'm ready to go for these drivers. Like, I've got Rich Holland, but his stuff was just a little bit late. There's our Tabasco man right there, the number 35. was able to get him up. I wasn't able to get his other cameras up. Just came in a little bit late. He had his VR camera, but it's more important to see the face than anything else. A lot of wall scraping going to happen tonight. Bunnell runs the fastest lap of the race that last time, 29.7. He's actually starting to catch Kevin. There he is. Cameron third. He was the fastest in qualifying. Actually ran a very fast lap. Just didn't hold on to it there. Very tough to pass here. Bunnell working up to Kevin Savoy, Joshua Brock in fifth. Sam King back here as well. Number 41. How do you throw back a throwback? You know what I mean? Darlington's usually throwback night. Grijalva, a couple of drivers. And passing here is going to be more done on the exit and straightaway than into the corners. If you send it into the corners, that's how we've seen a lot of these drivers get themselves into situations where they get into wrecks. Not just this league, but in other leagues that we've broadcasted as well. If you don't have the back bumper cleared into the corner, you're not going to make it work. High line's the best line, but 24 is going to touch the wall. Easy on the exit. There goes Grijalva back here. Justin Malarkey catching up right here is the number 31 I talked about. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago, last week. First race of the season, and he was able to bring home the top three. Ryan Farrington in 20th, and that 28th, Michael Coulter Jr. There's MCJ. Like I was talking about, how do you throw back a throwback lead? So if they're running the 94 to, was it 94 to 03, 04, whatever they're running, if they're running those schemes, do they have to go back to like the 60s? Just kind of food for thought. Michael Strickland and Stryker, the number 8 and 11, trying to get back to the top 10. Folks, my mouth just hurts. I'm normally way more into chit-chatting, but Bunnell out front. Kevin able to work back in here, so they'll make this one a little bit more interesting. There's Willie B on the front of the 17. We weren't able to show Willie B as much as we wanted to last week, but there's Willie B. He had that Las Vegas paint scheme going on again. Little Parts of America, Halloween throwback area here. Steel Cup cheering 100 bits. Thank you very much. Get some. Appreciate you. Normally my text-to-speech lady goes, Steel Cup just slammed 100 biddies on the table and said, here you go. But that's under the gaming stuff. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you. Folks, normally just... I'm sitting here keeping gauze in the side of my mouth. This is weird. Kevin right back under fire for the number 17 here. Cameron Dureau trying to work his way back up there. 2.75 seconds. Sam King and the 41, 3.9 seconds off the pace. Joshua Bracken fifth now, trying to work his way in. Grijalva all three, but don't count them out. All about tires. Justin Malarkey, the 31, rolling. Nice and clean, nice and free. Picking up Marr out there. He is running the numbers for all of it. Charles Garrett's running as well. These drivers just these admins trying to make sure this thing runs smooth. Here is one of the men behind the scene, John Hammond from the Avon Lake area. He's going to have that number 10 and 17th right there. I'm sorry, 19th off 7. There's the 2 going to the high side. Donnell Williams. Hold on, Donnell. Hammond's 2 laps down. Porter a lap down. Porter end of pit road now. Donnell trying to work into where he needs to be. I think these drivers have 50% fuel still, so that might be the big factor. going forward. 21 is Skylar Sheridan in on 16, in 16th. Bob Garofalo in 15th. Matt Magner in 14th. Richard Holland in 13th, right where he started. A little wall scrape for him. He's got the 97 and Andrew Tennell in front of him. 35 doing the right thing. Here's where you make the pass on corner exit. Right here. That sets up the slide job into the next corner. He's got the new Fanatec. It doesn't Andrew look like a young? I mean, he's wearing the Monster Energy cap. He looks like a young Kurt Busch. Maybe it'd be a good thing. There's Rich Holland right there. Michael Strickland, number 8, Phoenix, Arizona. Native Bob Gray. There's Mr. Bob. From Stewart, Virginia. Coulter Jr. Bardstown, Kentucky. Brian Farrington. They all their photos look like throwback photos too. Like there's like that hint of grain to them. Nothing like modern, which is awesome. Dustin Malarkey, Joshua Brock. Joe back to 5th. He's got to get used to that wheel. Fanatec is it's a tight steering wheel, I'll tell you what. And if you are serious about sim racing, Fanatec is the way to go. But you've got to do it in like the right. it's got to be. You can't skimp out on it. You really gotta put it in and put the work in because that's expensive. All right. These folks are working it, folks. But now out front by a full second. And let's watch the drive line of your race leader. These cars really can take a beating on the right side, but only if you tap it. If you flat, if you what they call pancake the right side of the car, you end up finding yourself in a whole big mess, in a worse situation than you can be in, because it's you can't pull the car off of the racetrack, off the wall without having to do some work. Savoy Bonnell, Coulter Jr., Robert Gray or Bob Gray, and Michael Strickland, top 5 in points in the series. We are, 10 races away from a champion here. Absolutely insane. Let me see if I can do this. All right, here we're gonna do this. Let's go to Steve. It's the 24. Driver 2. Let's see if we can do this. Hold on. I don't mean to do this outside of all the rest of it. We're just going to throw it in there while we have a chance. Because, you know, I want to make sure that I do this the right way. Now you get to see kind of behind the scenes. Normally this doesn't happen. All right. Joe. There he is. Okay. There's that young man. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to do this. Sorry, folks. All right. And there's his iRacing setup. There it is. All right. All right. We're fixing stuff. We're fixing stuff. That's what Grijalva's looking at right now, by the way. There is his setup right there. You can see me doing it live. I'm sorry about that. Normally I have all it set up, but he did have his cameras in there, and I wanted to make sure that he got up there because he is away from his family too. So I wanted to make sure that we take a look at that. That's Grijalva. Let's jump to his car, see where he's at. He's in 9th right now. He's really working that wheel. Got the 18 in front of him. My view of him is it's a standard view. This is kind of what you see whenever you're in iRacing as the 8 goes by him right there. Strickland gets around Grijalva. But this is what we see. I see a standard edition. He sees in 3D. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate everybody out there. Thank you very much for the patience today. I put a post out there for all those streamers, all the gamers, all the folks out there that did it. Amanda, hope everybody's having a good night out there. I hope you're having a fantastic night. But now out front by a lot, 2.17 seconds, 25 laps in. And Kevin trying to make it work. Let's go and put this on exciting. I'm going to let you guys have at it. There's not much to call at the moment. So I'm going to rest the right side of my face. Much love. Lyle, appreciate you for the follow. Thank you for the like on the stream as well. Joe, absolutely, man. I want to make sure that I may not be up to this today, and trust me, folks, I do this. I've done this for so long that sometimes life happens, and today life happened. I'm normally up to doing this and really up to the par. So because the Winston Throwback Series it's a good little series. They run very long races. They make these drivers earn what they're doing. Just so you know, there is a bounty going on right now. Get some 35. Oh, that's what he said. Get some 35. All right. Very cool. 35 getting some love. That's what the videos were for. Thank you, Steel Cup. Appreciate you very much. All right. There is a bounty. And Nathan, my buddy out there, Mr. Skullkey, the guy at Game on Warzone, he made it to his destination. He's going to see his wife. They have some R&R. They're going to be at Phoenix Raceway. She's got some R&R from the military herself. So, very cool. Very nice of those folks. That's what I was looking at. Holland, there he is. I wanted to see the bounty because they have this bounty thing going on for the league. If Kevin or Jesse wins tonight, they will split the bounty for being able to defend their win. If somebody else wins, then the bounty will be $150. They have to win cleanly here. John White, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. So that's the bounty. 32 of 183 and Bunnell down front. Anybody can win here. Anything can happen. I mean, we got 2.5 seconds, 2.25 seconds from Bunnell to Savoy. Sam King is putting down some decent laps. Bob Garofalo is actually the fastest on the racetrack right now. Whoa, somebody going around. Andrew Tenold went around. Now, remember, cautions don't come out on the racetrack unless it's on the racing surface, and there are cars right there. So if you wreck here and it's down low, that's an issue. And it's only an issue for the racetrack. New race leader, the 31 of Justin Malarkey. Ryan Farrington in second, Coulter Jr. in third. And Joe Grijalva back to fourth now, still trying to work. I mean, you can be fast, you can be consistent. Darlington's about consistency. 35 laps seems to be the magical number for folks. So a lot of them are coming in. Randy, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you. Folks, I put a post out today, and it's about whether or not where you stream and all that stuff. I want everybody that I know here, go out there, put your links into those posts. It's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitter or Instagram. I want you to do that because I want folks to grow as we grow. We can all grow together if we put all of our stuff there. So I want to make sure that we're doing that. It looks like Bunnell is gonna be working in here. Sam King picks up second. Kevin a little bit further off. I think Kevin got a little bit of damage repaired, so about 3.5 seconds. He's a little slow getting off pit road, so that's the only reason why I say that. Coulter Jr. out front, coming to pit road. He is coming in for his scheduled pit stop. And that is the 36th lap, so he went an extra lap over a few drivers. The way the math works out, about 5 or 6 pit stops here, and they are about a tire set short. I think it's 4 plus 1 here, so let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 plus 1. Folks, me like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, especially Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. Totally joking. Want everybody to have that fun. No fast repairs in the league. And I was looking at the I'm trying to make it work. The fuel here for the drivers. Yeah, 50% fuel. They do have 7 sets of tires. So, never mind. I was wrong about that. Hold on. Get rid of that. That Twitch video is supposed to end on its own. Sorry about that, folks. Jesse Bunnell. They have 50% fuel. They have 7 sets of tires. So, they should be able to go. They should be about 5 or 6 pit stops. 183 laps if they go 36. Let's do the calculator here. 183. Right about 30. Let's just say 34 to be conservative. That's 5.38 pit stops. It gives everybody enough tires to make it work. Whoa. And there it is. Good little race so far. Pretty simple. 40 laps in. They've already got a green flag pit stop. That is rare and unique for some of the drivers, some of the fields that we've seen at Darlington. But Throwback Series must really like it because they're doing pretty darn well. Sam King up to second, 6.7 seconds off the pace, but he's going to close some of that distance down. It does look like Bunnell gets on the straightaways, it carries away a little bit. Sam King trying to push a few of these boundaries, and right now, Bunnell's the driver to chase. Farrington in the 20, the 31 of Malarkey behind. You see what I talk about? Malarkey just kind of tapped the wall right there, and you saw how he tapped it with the right rear and it sent that front nose into the corner, and he had to pop it off. It almost looked like a little shake. And that's what you saw there. So absolutely insane. All right. Let's check in on Grijalva. Got Garofalo behind him, I do believe. Yeah, Bob is trying to make that stick. There is the race leader. That's Bunnell, right behind Grijalva. So he's trying to hold on to the lead lap right now. Very easy to go a lap or two down, and I think that's going to be the goal. I think Jesse is his goal over the next part of the race, the whole part of the race, is going to be to try to work his way and lap the traffic, lap the field. Could you imagine? I think I might be mad. I would be mad. I mean, I would. 24 trying to hold on. 17 trying to run consistent laps. Since Bunnell has been where he is at, he's behind some lap traffic right now. His lap times have really slowed down. Kevin's starting to pick up the pace. And about a second has been gained from King to Bunnell here, which is absolutely insane. Brian Farrington in that fourth spot, 14.5 seconds. Grijalva has picked up the pace. He's able to get into his rhythm here. Darlington, 183 laps, 44 down, not quite a quarter of the way through the race yet. Tell you what, they're going to have fun. And this is a tough racetrack. As far as in the ARCA cars, it kind of flows in the Cup cars and in the trucks. The thing that I see, like the Xfinity cars and the ARCA cars, you really have to wheel these things around Darlington. Bristol's kind of the same way. Darlington more so. Dover's a good driving track. But imagine if you're in a direct drive wheel, which is a wheel that fights you back. The 17 gets it. This is turn one right here. 17 gets into turn one. Has to go high, drop in the corner, fighting the track that's pushing him up the racetrack right there where you see. And the 17 drops back into the corner. He's catching back up to the 24 here. 24 taps the wall. Was able to pull away from the 17 there for a moment. And the same thing at a 3 and 4. He has to exit high. He has to enter high, ride the wall, fight the car from turning towards the wall. And that's exactly it. Bunnell drops low. A little bit too low there, though. 24 next to the wall. He's going to hold on to it. He'll be a lap down now. But I tell you what, that's exactly where we see the drivers. If you drop too far low below that apron, it's going to shoot you back up, so you have to get right out of the track. That's Grijalva. That was who behind him. That's where he's at, right there, right behind the race leader. Now he can run. Let him run with Bunnell here a little bit. See where he's at. Let's see where Rich is at. Rich is not doing too bad. He's in 6th. Let's go to him. Got a little wall. Got into the wall a little bit. There are 35. Spicy. Cameron DeRoe involved in something. He jumped to pits. Take a look at that here in a little bit. No fast repairs. That makes driving this track touchy. Very, very touchy. Gotta love the ambient noise. Crowd at Darlington cheering on the tires and the 35. He's tracking down Malarkey. Malarkey is tracking down Farrington. King's trying to track down Bunnell. Kevin Savoy about 10 seconds off the pace right now. Full send. Get it, Spicy. Hashtag spicy in chat for me. Oh, no, that's spicy. Don't hit the wall, that's spicy. Back to the front, my friends. Got a little right side damage. He's not doing too bad, though. Actually, let's check on that right side damage. Full send into the corner. You see how the drivers are free off the corner right there, right? That's the send around the corner. That is everybody. It just looks that way. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate you. First or last, Holland. He's 6th. Here's what happened to Cameron. I think thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you very much. He says he crashed. Did he just leave pit road? I'm curious here. Oh, that's what happened. No, that'll blow your engine. No. Looks like his wheel locked up. All right, that's what happened to Cameron there. And just because, we'll give Cameron the helicopter award. He's on pit road. Oh, actually, he's off the track. All right. $17 out front, 41, 99, 20, 31. I'm going to put this on the top 20. Because Amar is just running some numbers, so we'll keep it on top 20 for you. Today's top 20, the Winston Throwback Series. That's funny, right? Bunnell, King, Savoy, Farrington, Malarkey, Holland in 6th. Coulter is back there in 7th. Coulter is the last driver on the lead lap. And, well, every time I click on them, they go into the wall. It might be my clicking it that's making them go into the wall. But just blame me, right? Rahalva, same concept up high. Stryker right behind him. Matt Magner on the front stretch. These drivers are one lap, or at least one lap down. Joshua Brock into pit road a little early here. Bob Garofalo. They're getting close, though. I would say they're getting close. They should be coming to pit road. Most of these drivers will come to pit road around 66, 64 to 66. Rich Holland came in on 32. I think Rich needs to hold off till 66 at least, so, or 65. Just kind of cleaning it up there. 17, 41, 99, 31, 20. Rich Holland, and then Michael Coulter Jr. Coulter, 28 seconds, 56 of 183. Not quite halfway through this one, folks. Happy birthday, Sam King. Happy birthday to you. Don't demonetize me. Happy birthday, Sam King. Don't demonetize me. Oh, Sam King in 2nd. Happy birthday, Sam. I didn't know that. Thank you, Bobby, for letting me know. Bobby, you're reaching out. Where's Matt at? Matt in 7th. He's a lap down. He's trying to hold on. He's got a... I like his car this week. I do like his... I do like the 77's car this week. Jasper throwback. I think that's more of a throwback than a throwback. Let's see. It's the 21 in front of him, the Skylar Sheridan, who's 2 laps down. He's the first driver. Well, he's close to being the first driver 2 laps down. He's got Bob Garofalo in front of him, Bob Gray in front of him. One of the two. I think it's Bob Garofalo. There he is, Bob Garofalo. Bob's got the Bell South Coors Light paint scheme going on there. Little ode to Bay. And Holland to pit road. Came in a little early. I think he came in a little bit too early there. Thank you, Rich. Get spicy. Don't short pit yourself to death. That's what I tell people. Don't. I know that he's completing. We have to go by the numbers on the number that, not the what I look at is the number that of the race that they come to pit road on, not the number that they are on their own race. And he may be a lap or 2 down, but we want to make sure that he does run fast and consistent laps. So we just want to make sure that give that words of wisdom out there. Don't short pit yourself too much, because then your last leg will be a long leg, and you don't want that. You want to have the shortest leg of your race closer to the end. Sam King getting passed by Brock. Josh Brock came to pit road on 52. which put his pit road stint. Let's take a look. Is there 20 drivers? Let's look at all 20 drivers. Hold on, where's my pitch strategy? Actually, yeah, we're gonna do that. Bang! There it is. So, Joshua Brock had 19, then 33 laps and came to pit road. A lot of drivers, 32 and then 25 on the stint. Holland now out there completing his next lap. That's what it looks like, folks. Sit back and look at it. That's what I look at on my left screen. Ooh. Hey, come on, pitch strategy. Amar Paint works. He's going to be your race controller. Good dude. Make sure that you get out there and support him. If you need a race controller, I recommend that guy. I think he does 2 leagues that I'm a part of. TheBloodKicker.com, promo code Throwback in your paints in your checkout, helps out the league. Gives you a good incentive to do that. I think you save 25%. And of course, MCI Graphics. And sneeze. MCI Graphics on Trading Paints. Make sure you go give them a follow. They did put this as the signature esports Darlington. How they know they need to choose a different track. They all mean well, though, and I love them. I appreciate them. Here's what they're driving, folks. All driving Chevys. No, let's get their best time up there for you. It's Kevin. 30.020 as it scrolls across the screen. Jesse, your race leader, right behind Coulter Jr. We talk about putting drivers a lap or 2 down. Well, they're coming up to 65 here. Coulter Jr. came in on 36 and now going a lap down to Bunnell. So top 5 all on the lead lap. And I mean, Coulter's not in a bad situation here. If a caution were to come out right now, this would be a bad situation. But looking at what Coulter's doing here, Coulter's having a good race. He's just some people just really like Darlington and are really good at Darlington. Jesse looks like to be that driver. Once you get out, 17 comes to pit road. Woo, that was almost a head-on collision with the back bumper. 3 going around. Sam King and second might lead a lap here. Wouldn't blame him. Across the front stripe. Yep, he's going to lead a lap. Folks, I'll be right back. Have to with getting a tooth taken care of. And your jaw swelling, it also messes with your sinuses. I'll be right back. All right, I feel better. Coulter Jr. in second, 14.7 seconds off. Doesn't look like Sam King would have taken over the lead. Bunnell back on the lead lap. But if it weren't for pit stops, kind of changing some things. Sam a lap down. Justin's still running good lap times here. I mean, he's not old tires, but 71 of 183. Not a bad day. You're clutching it in. 17 in third. Coulter Jr. able to run a few extra laps here. 71 of 183. Coulter Jr. Malarkey's coming to pit road now. And if the math doesn't serve me, I'll be watching these two drivers towards the end of the race just to be sure. Sam King, fastest lap of the race. 29.87. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. Stryker just ran his fastest lap of the race at 30.1, which is faster than I can run. Average lap here for some of the drivers, 30.31. So if you're running a 30.1, that's fast. If you're running a 29.87, that's even faster. Michael Coulter Jr., 30.29 is his best lap. He's coming to pit road from the lead. There goes Bunnell to reassume the lead. Came in on 66. And right now, his lead to King, 13.3 seconds as Kevin Savoy tries to work that second pack. Malarkey came in on 71. He's back out there in the mix. Comes off of pit road. He's not far off of Kevin. So he's about 10 seconds away, but he's got a little bit fresher tires. And I think that might be how he whittles away towards some of these leads. Coming to pit road. Try to hold off as long as you can. And Malarkey to fourth. He was in fifth before the stage. There's a 20 of Farrington trying to close some distance down. They've got Bunnell right there. 24 of Grijalva a lap down. Trying not to go 2 laps down. Coulter Jr. ready to leave pit road. He's going to be a lap down right now. Pit road is such a slow pit road, 45 to 50 miles an hour down this one. You got to get down to 40 to be able to hit that pit road the right way, so you can turn into pit road the right way. 13 seconds. Whoa, a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. A whole lot of things happening. Don't happen. Oh, man, that was Bob Garofalo. He got a little wall tap there. It kind of held on to him. It slowed him down. With about 3 or 4 drivers all on different laps right behind Matt Magner. Oh, or maybe it was Matt Magner. Matt going around right there. Hold on. Back up and see what happened here. It was Matt Magner, not Bob. Sorry about that, Bob. It was Matt Magner. Hmm. 77 back out there. Bobby Magner says, happy birthday, Sam King. Sam King looks to be in second, and he's gained about 2 seconds in the last couple of laps. But Bunnell able to carry the long haul. Stryker still fastest on the racetrack right now, 30.19. So he's got Coulter Jr. not far off of him. Coulter will work his faster tires. Coulter will push the boundaries here. Donnell Williams way low there. He, I think he got a little bump. It says, hey, excuse me, beep, beep, guy's coming. Then again, I mean, because he looks clean. It looks like he might have just said, hey, I'm out of the way. And he went down there. That's pretty awesome. 17 of Bunnell out front, 78 of 183. Still not halfway through this one. The second half is going to be pretty much what you see here. The single file restarts too, that you don't really pack the field back up, so that driver that's out front still has an opportunity to be out front. Crazy to see. Crazy to see that Darlington can run 18 183 laps with 19 drivers on it. Well, 16, 17 drivers on it now. Second lead for Bunnell. Sam King is stayed out a lap later. His lap time's right there, same with Bunnell. Bunnell carries heavier speed into the corner. Looking at, let's look at the dashboard here, folks. Bottom of your screen. Four gears for the cars. John Hammond in the pit lane. Excuse me. Not bad. This is speed 175 into the corner. 174 for the 41. Let's see if he can capitalize that. Let's see what his speed gets into this time into the corner on the front stretch. Thanks. Well, 171. Wow. But now it was 174 into the corner. And Sam King and that's the front stretch corner, the fastest corner on the track. There's some difference there. And to me the difference is that he's sending it into the corner. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in each and every day. I appreciate you. 7 days a week. 8 broadcasts 7 days a week. I love it. Brandon Porter had an issue there. No cautions this race, and it's been kind of simple, which is simple can be good, but it's allowing Jesse Bunnell and Sam King to kind of pull away from a few of the drivers. Kevin, though, 2 seconds off the pace. Maybe Kevin's figuring some things out. Maybe it's like, you know what, I'm going to give him a 15-second lead about halfway through the race. I'm going to turn on the gas. That might be exactly what he's doing here. '99 goes around. He's going to be in third, 15.6 seconds off the pace. Sam King ran the tires off of that. He was within 10 seconds, 10 and a half seconds of Jesse Bunnell. And now over the last 5 or 6 laps, he's just dropped back. They can pretty much run hard for 20 laps. And then, because, I mean, you only have 32 to 33 lap pit stops. You can pretty much run however you want. You run hard for 20 and just let your car settle in, as long as you keep it off the wall. And that's That seems to be what's happening here. At least from my point of view, 17 taps the wall right there. Grijalva involved in something here. What's happening, Joe? He's around on the front stretch. No caution. iRacing throwing cautions, just so you know. So if somebody goes around, that's what happens. Let's take a look and see. Maybe he just got free here. Oh, did he lock it up trying to come to pit road? Oh, he was trying to come to pit road, I think. Ooh. I think he was trying to come to pit road. Maybe his VR headset did something. It might be something that happened there. He's back on the track, though. Man, excuse me, folks. Bunnell, King, Savoy, Malarkey, Farrington, Coulter Jr. in 6th, Stryker in 7th, Joseph Grijalva in 8th, Matt Magner in 9th, Joshua Brock in on pit road. Yeah. Turn 2 cameras just right there. Crazy. I think he's getting some stuff fixed. Whoa, that was loud. Sorry about that, folks. Holy goodness gracious. Good gracious. No more clipping. All right. 17 taps the wall. 92 of 183. 40. I think the track is really cooled down. Here's a check of your weather. Well, it was. There it is. Right side of your screen. Calendar date, August 31st, 2022. The humidity is 99%, which is why it looks like it's foggy out there. Cloudy skies, the track temperature 78 degrees, and the air temperature 75 degrees Fahrenheit here, of course. It just seems like it's sticky. It's muggy. It's that. Full send. Ryan Ranker, thank you for the like out there. Lyle became a follower out there. Thank you to you for becoming a warrior. All of you folks are absolutely wonderful. SE Warrior Nation, very strong here. Thanks to all of you. 95 of 183. Sam King's going to be your race leader here. Closest battle that we're going to be seeing, or that we've seen here. Sam King, Kevin Savoy, halfway through the race, and I think it might make it even a half dozen on the marker. Malarkey 13.3 seconds back, and to he and Sam King, their lap times, his lap times are way better than the top two. So I'm just wondering where the speed. Well, I mean, clean air speed. Let's say they call it clean air speed. That's what Sam King's going to have now. iRacing kind of throws that as its feature. Bunnell in 5th, about to be lapped. It's going to be up to speed. 41 not going to be able to lap him, so Sam King, that's the difference. That's what pit road does. You see Sam King right there go right back up to him. Jesse Bunnell had a 14-second lead going into pit road. It comes out of pit road right in front of Sam King, and Sam King tries to lap him. But right now, we're watching Jesse run the lap times that he is and try to push some boundaries over Sam King. Sam King, now your race leader. Kevin Savoy in 2nd. Malarkey trying to go to 3rd. There's Joshua Brock to the inside. These drivers are having it. They really are. Oh, man, folks, I appreciate you. I kind of want to throw that post in the stream. I want you guys to tell me where you stream at, what you watch. And if you are streamers, I want you guys to be a community and get out there and follow all the other folks. It's because I want that thing to work. I want folks to enjoy doing what they do. So let's do that. Let's go to my posts. Joshua Brock has Holland in front of him. There's the 41 of Sam King. These drivers are going to be trying to work themselves around this. There's Trevor Zalesny. He's racing. Look at him go. Let's give him a like. Hold on. I liked him there. Hold on. I got to interact there. There we go. Give him some fun. Perfect. Much love to you, brother. I'm broadcasting and making sure that we're taking care of all the other folks out there. One not far off of the pace, though. He's having a good day. You know what I mean? In 11th, he may be 6 laps down, but I think he's learning something here. I would be. I definitely would be. Folks, we hit 2,303 followers today. Thank you very much on Facebook. And thank you to the folks on Twitch and YouTube. Was it 632? James, appreciate you. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. I'm having a good break. Considering that my right side of my face has a tangerine size swelling going on right now because of the tooth that I had to have taken care of. That was a ton of fun. And thank you for the 600 plus on Twitch as well. And this, what is it? What are we at? 700 followers or something like that on. All right, let's just look at my channel. YouTube is growing, folks. Thank you so much. 730 followers. Just a couple of months ago, we were at on YouTube because YouTube was hard for me to grow on, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're about half of what we were just a couple of months ago. So much love to everybody out there for supporting the streams and supporting each other. That's even better. I'm going to share this link. More options. Can we just? More? No, I want to copy the. Let me see the post. There we go. Can I share? I wanted to have an embed of one of my posts, but never mind. No. Okay. Oh, dude, Taco did it. Culture strong. Hashtag culture strong. Get it. Thank you for all the shares. Appreciate you. Much love to you. Yeah, Taco did it. You know, when you're in your 40 strong, hashtag 40 strong, you realize that there's Coulter right there. He's in third. He's actually having a decent race right now. Sam King just came to pit road on 101. So Coulter on 72 will get will look to not be passed. About 7 seconds gain. Malarkey, Bunnell, and Michael Coulter Jr. So here's the thing. Sam King 7-lap difference on tires. And there's Jesse Bunnell. 40 right, 40 hashtag 40 strong. And you start realizing that, and I've always been decent about taking care of my teeth and stuff like that, but I will tell you that I've been pretty upset about what's been happening to my teeth over the last year. And the dentist, the army pushed into dental hygiene is the biggest thing that you could take care of, help take care of your body. That, your feet. And over the last basically year, my right side has just been, got a little cavity there from a chipped tooth, and then had that repaired. And after that, it seems like my right side of my mouth has been weak. Oh, 31 Malarkey into the wall, 17 Bunnell right there. Hold on, Justin, don't hit the wall. Bunnell. That's how fast you close down that distance. He was 1.3 seconds back, and Malarkey tapped the wall. He's going to go ahead and come to pit road, which I don't blame him. And Bunnell gets around, and there it is. You know what I mean? Holy cow, that was close. It was real. I bet some puckers were happening right there, and he hit the wall kind of hard. I think the model on this car looks better though. Hold on. I mean, it's not bad. It's got a little damage, some scrape, but it's not really that bad. Bunnell back out front. His lead, 23.3 seconds. And that was a short pit. And King will start closing down the distance. Coulter Jr. back up there in third after he's going to need to come to pit road. His strategy might be working out for him. I'm curious here about the math in this. Kevin back out, back in third here. Coulter Jr. having a good race. In fourth, he'll take his green flag pit stop here. 17 he is out front, 22.5 seconds. His lap time, 30.68 to the 33 or 30.3s behind him. But that is only because he has 7 lap older tires. Sam King, 30.28 last time by. Kevin, 30.45 last time by. And 30.79 for Bunnell. Bunnell came in on 94, which means that he's about 17 laps on this run. Which means he's going to run another 16 at minimum to keep him on the strategy. And you know he's already getting spicy. There's a big lift in the middle of the corner to stay untight. And the corner drops in, runs the high line. The high line is the preferred line here on 3 and 4. Two different shapes here as Hammond goes to the bottom. This is Jesse Bunnell, the race leader. 1 and 2. I mean, he's driving 1 and 2 like most drivers would drive 1 and 2. The trucks kind of the trucks tend to be able to hook the high line a little bit better. These ARCA cars like to drift up the racetrack. They automatically push right anyway, so it's pretty much what you see. 3 seconds gained over the last couple of laps by the 41, but he's still got 21 seconds to make up. 114 of 183 so far. This is Sam King right here. Whoa, Nelly. Hold on to it. That was the 21 of Skylar Sheridan? No, that was somebody. Who was that? I missed it. I missed the number. Wasn't Justin, was it? No. Sam King. Kevin, here's Kevin trying to track down some of that time. He sees Sam King in front of him. 4 seconds is a lot to make up here. There he is. Who is that? A little free into the corner. 1-800 Prime Star. Hold on. 16, hold on. Stay there. Oh, Brandon out there. Brandon free. He is really free. Watch his wheel. Hammond involved in something. Oh, his steering ratio is set to the right. Oh. So that center mark right there is your steering ratio, just so you know. See how he's next to the wall right there? That car is automatically turning to the right. And as he's out of the throttle, that's what you're seeing right there. So Brandon Porter letting some drivers go by. There's a 24 and the 35. Two driver cams battling it out. But Brandon's steering offset right now, I don't know if it's his tires or what it is, or maybe he's got some damage on that car. But that's what I mean. That's tough. Holland trying to get around the 2024, having some. Now look at Rich Holland. You see how his steering offset right there on his steering wheel is just a flick to the right. Watch him drive into the corner. His steering offset actually forces his car to the bottom instead of being more to the right. And right now the 24 of Grijalva in third, 3 laps down, trying to just battle. And good on these drivers for sticking around. This is a long race to be sticking around. We'll take a look and see what Holland's looking at here. Oh, 24, a little tap into the wall right there. There he goes. Full send. Full send. Dun, dun, dun. Spicy. Grijalva right behind him. He's from El Paso. Joe, tell me about this cart down there. Holy cow, man. That's a little speed demon thing. A little speedster. We'll send. Just notice his driver photo down there. So he's on a cart, man. Those things are fast. I do know they're fast. Thank you for the 100 biddies out there, Steel Cup. Appreciate you, my man. 17 of Bunnell. 20 seconds now. Another driver in front of him. That is Grijalva. Darlington is a track that you go multiple laps down. Sometimes even the leader goes multiple laps down and then comes back around and tries to battle that one. Sam King in second, gaining a little bit on Bunnell here. 122 puts Bunnell. There's the 31. That's Justin Malarkey, who came in at 107. Now Malarkey having a race, just driving decently. He just needs to take it easy. I think he and Coulter are doing just that. These drivers just kind of taking it easy. John Hammond having an issue. He's getting some damage repaired. He's on pit road. So there's Coulter Jr. Matt Magner in the 77. He is right there behind Grijalva. He's trying to get, right behind. He's 16 seconds behind Grijalva. But he's picked up positions just like he and Stryker both have. They've been picking up positions just one at a time, slowly throughout the race. And they're all 4 laps down right now. And there's a 3-car battle that has been happening for a minute of these drivers that have been trying to that'll be trying to work on 6th, 7th, and 8th. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Brock and solid in top 10, but don't count out Bob Garofalo here. 40 is going to be able to work a little bit here. Skylar Sheridan and Holland, 11 and 12 laps down. 17 has the 16 in front of him. The 16 that's Brandon Porter. Look at how free that. I mean, man, Porter. He's battling not necessarily a losing battle, but he's battling that car hard. And there's not much that you can sit there and say is an issue. Just Darlington's being the way it is. I think his steering offset is set wrong. I think that needs to be. That's too much to the right. Way too much to the right. It's literally throwing the car into the corner. 18.9 seconds. Now, the way that this has worked is Sam King has been able to close some distance down over the last, 11 or 12 laps. But from like 22 seconds, 23 seconds, sorry, it was 24 seconds, and now to 18.9 seconds. Kevin looking to be lapped here. Not into the corner. Full sand. Sam King in second, Kevin in third. Talking about lapping the field. Last lap time for Bonnell, 31.56. So here's the look at it. Jesse coming to pit road. Here's the pit road stop with nobody here. Kind of wish they would allow me to render all of the pit crews. I would enjoy that. I would. They need a broadcaster setting specific besides watch or spectate. There needs to be a broadcast setting that allows us to render those things. That'd be super awesome. Get your pit box. 5, 4. Totally joking. Sam King out front. Took over the lead. Had 20 seconds to gain. Bonnell will be in third. He is leaving pit road now. And already on the track. That was a much better pit stop this time because as Sam King just now gets into 1 and 2, Bonnell will be up to speed on the exit. Way different story this time. Bob Garofalo in the 40 up high. But now comes in on a natural pit stop, 128. Needs 2 more pit stops to make it here. Sam King out front. He's your race leader, at least for the next 10 laps. Totally joking, for the next 3 or 4 laps. I think Bonnell... Yeah, 131. He really stretched his fuel there. He came out of 128. But Sam King leading 3 laps here. We've had 11 lead changes over 5 different drivers. Sorry, 6 different drivers. .132 of 183. We should have 51 laps to go here. MCI Graphics, Amar Paintworks, Team Monte Carlo, Butt Kicker, all affiliates here. And no caution without cautions. I want to give a big special thank you to AJ Coppola and the family over there at Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. Normally, I would only throw this if there's a caution, and there isn't a caution, so we're going to do it. There is no caution. I'm just telling you. All of my cautions across the series brought to you by these fine folks. Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. They are absolutely fun to watch. Make sure you go and it's all about, you know, you can catch me doing nerdy things. That's exactly it. Kevin Savoy still needs to come to pit road. 5.9 seconds back as Jesse Bonnell. So Jesse will be close to passing him for position and probably putting him a lap down. There's about 6 lap different tires on these 2 drivers. So Bonnell came out of 170. He came out on 103. Farrington came in on 103. Bonnell came in on 128. But they won't get... Oh, I got you. They won't give a trophy to the crew chief. They need to make you one then. Gavin, coming to pit road. This time by. Did you run out of fuel? No, he didn't run out of fuel. You're the crew chief. That's awesome. That is super awesome. All right, Bunnell, Savoy, Farrington. Ryan Farrington came in on 103, but now gave him a pass. So there's some different times going on here. Right now, 5 drivers on the lead lap. Sam King in 5th, 25.28. So there's a closer pit stop, four lap difference on pit stops here. As we see 136 of 183 being completed. Huh, crazy. (17, 20, 31, 41). Coulter Jr. in 5th. Again, we talk about how Coulter Jr.'s run is what worked on him. Kevin able to make it a pit road. He was really slow on the backstretch. I kind of wonder if he was kind of pushing some things there. Kevin hits his pit stop. Grijalva in on pit road. Matt Magner coming around as well. Bunnell having a decent drive off here. 25.02 seconds. Sam King to 3rd. Justin Malarkey in on 107, so he's going to be able to run. He's not going to be able to lead any more laps. Bunnell pretty much put a stop to anybody outside the top 5 leading a lap here when it comes to pit road strategy. But we'll see what happens, because we're far from the end of this race. And Coulter Jr. a lap down, Savoy 2 laps down. So that's most definitely going to force Kevin to have to drive a little bit more. I wouldn't necessarily say intelligently, but because he's a smart driver. But he's going to have to drive more conservatively here to get himself back where he needs to be. Ryan Farrington to pit road. He's going to take his pit stop. You see a look at the but the driver's still on pit road too, and the 10. He may have just parked it for the night. They're getting some stuff repaired. I'm not quite sure. 2 drivers on the lead lap, and a green to green. Pretty uneventful night for the Darlington race so far. Made calling the race pretty easy, so it's just good, which is what I needed today. Last lap for Bunnell, 31.11. Sam King on full send mode, 30.29. His tires are only 4 laps fresher, and I'm curious to see how long he's going to be able to keep up that pace. Because he is sending it into the corner, sending it in pretty hard. Just based off the speeds that I see on my left screen here, on my left monitor. Malarkey, Coulter Jr. Coulter Jr. in 4th now. Coulter needs to come to pit road pretty soon. He and Justin Malarkey came out on 107 and 108 respectively. Yeah, they're getting close. Completing 35 laps for Coulter right now. Still top 5 night. Ryan Farrington came out on 138. 2 laps down. Bunnell is just on a whole different level right now. Sam King would be the only driver on the lead lap at the moment. So if a caution comes out, Sam King would be on the lead lap. Justin Malarkey would be your lucky dog. And no doubt Coulter would need to come to pit road still being a lucky dog. They'd put all these drivers right here behind, from Farrington to Savoy, Grijalva, Matt Magner, Michael Strickland, Joshua Brock. All these guys would look for a free pass somewhere in the midst of that. Then they'd rack them, stack them, reset them, and do it again. I don't think we're going to have a caution, but hey, I've called that wrong before. If this thing was riddled with cautions, we would have ourselves a very, very, very long race. Folks, pause for the cause. Going to go check on the family and everything that's going on. I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right back with you. Enjoy what's going on. This is a good race. Kevin back to fourth here. Farrington in third. Sam King, the closest that can reach out and touch him. Bunnell came out of 128. Sam King came out of 132. Ooh, Bunnell a little bit into the wall right there. This is late in the race. This is a long race, folks. Long race for the drivers. That is for darn sure. You know, kind of feel for them. Thought my timer was off there a little bit. Yeah, I did decrease the stream quality. Somebody asked that in the Discord. Yes, I did. I decreased the stream quality because of I was doing some post-production yesterday, and I noticed that there were some issues. So we went to 1920 by 1080. I did a crop sensor down to from 4K to 1080 is how I did it before. So I ended up changing that to Lance's to 1920 by 1080 all together. So that's kind of what I'm doing. No more dropping down or having to re-encode a different frame. We are doing it the right way. 22 and a half seconds. Bunnell changed his pit strategy when he was free. Came in about, 8 or 9 laps before he should have. And then now finds himself 22 and a half seconds ahead from that short pitch strategy as Sam King starts to work it. Steel Cup, 100 biddies. Stay strong, bro. There he is. He's in 13th. 18 laps. This is a lot of laps here, folks. And I mean, think about what the NASCAR drivers have to do in real life when it comes to this. I mean, the Darlington usually runs about 250, 300 miles for, or 250 to 300 laps, something like that. 1.3, 321 laps, something like that. That's normally what to run. 25 laps to go here for Bunnell. He's going to have to come to pit road at least one more time. So will Sam King. I wouldn't be surprised if King just decides that he's going to pit when Bunnell does. It might allow him to close up some of that time. We'll see. Farrington in third, a lap down. Savoy in fourth. Malarkey 3 laps down. Coulter Jr. 3 laps down. Grijalva 5 laps down in 7th. Magner's 5 laps down in 8th. Strickland, Garofalo, and Brock. This goes to show just how fast these drivers are. And just how fast you can go a few laps down. Bob Gray to pit road, right behind your race leader. Good to see Mr. Bob. But one last check-in with our fantastic fans. There is Mr. Grijalva. Still out there running his lap times, running his speed. Very hard to show you the difference in the distance on what he's got going on there, but it's like, did he put the butt kicker in his system? Kind of wondering. It looks like his chair's bouncing around. We'll have to back his camera around it again. Look at him. He's talking his ears off. Let's check out Rich Holland here. Rich just came to pit road on 140, so he'll be good to go for the rest of the race. There's our spicy man. Good old spicy man. 35 and 13th, 19 laps down, but this is a hard racetrack. Nothing wrong with that at all. Sam King out front, 23 and a half seconds. Sam King will have to come to pit road. Bunnell went ahead and took his tires. There goes Sam King to pit road this time by. Watch the 41 drop in. Bunnell will take back over the lead. And for the most part, 35
Having a little spiciness here at good old Darlington. Bunnell out front. Sam King to pit road. And with 21 laps to go, Sam King still on pit road. He served a 5 or 6 second lap penalty there. Farrington will be leaving pit road with Sam King. So that'll be the, Malarkey. Malarkey came in on 144. Malarkey might be good. Hold on. Do the math. Malarkey's 2 laps down. King's a lap down. 100 bits. Drumming up the spice. It's a true story. Sam King, a lap down. Bunnell has lapped the field. 19 laps to go. A long pit stop for Sam King there. Wonder if he's going to let King go by. I would assume that he would. You have that much time to play with. Willie B would be proud. Jesse B out there. The distance in time and relative to King. And Sam King's right behind him. He's right behind the 77 as well. There's Matt Magner right there. The 31 is there as well. There's Justin Malarkey. Malarkey's in third. To be in third, 2 laps down, 18 laps to go. He came in on, Malarkey came in on 144. Now he won't be good. He'll have to come to pit road at least one more time. Well, math was wrong. Oh, no, hold on. Now, yeah, he can't do 40 laps. Man. Thank you for the 100 biddies again. You'll be my biddy leader for the month. Thank you very much, Steel Cup out there. Bunnell, King, Farrington, Malarkey. Malarkey back. Farrington's going to be there. Kevin Savoy still 2 laps down. He's trying to track down. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. 2 laps down. Coulter Jr. One of those drivers. Coulter will have to come to pit road at least one more time. Bunnell will be good. He came in at 159. He'll be able to make it all the way to the end. So he's got about 16 laps to go. He'll be doing just fine. Sam King trying to close some distance down. Runs a fast lap there. About almost a second to the good. Not enough. There's not enough laps in this race. Because even if King comes around and say there's a caution right now, King would be your lucky dog. He'll still start at the tail end of the field. We'll send for Sam King right there. And Bunnell will be there. So it's kind of the way it is. How impressive. When your driver laps the field, when is the last time that has happened in NASCAR? The last time a Cup driver has lapped the entire field was Jeff Bodine, North Wilkesboro, 1994. Southern 500. There it is. Amanda. Good time to celebrate, right? Bunnell, King, Farrington, Savoy. You know, he's had internet issues here lately too. So, like, the fact that he comes back and does this at Darlington is crazy. 12 laps to go. Sam King still trying to pull some of that time back. He is behind Bunnell. Still Coulter strong. That's right. Well, Coulter's got a top 5 night. He might be able to catch up here with Malarkey. Malarkey and Kevin. So Kevin Savoy to Justin Malarkey, 1.8 seconds. These guys still need to come to pit road, though. They have yet to come to pit road. They do not have enough fuel. There's no way they have enough fuel. 145 puts them 40 laps. There'll be 30 laps here very shortly. Not enough fuel. There's no way they have enough fuel. They came in on 144 and 145. Malarkey did. They get about 33 laps. That puts them here at 133 to 36. And that'd be so close. Clutching it in, maybe. Maybe for Coulter. But we'll see. I mean, they're both 2 laps down. There's 9 laps to go. 183 laps to be run. Maybe. I mean, I think the longest we've seen somebody run on the pit cycle was, let's take a look, 36 laps? 37. 37 laps. And that was Malarkey and Coulter. And right now, I mean, they'll make it. If they do exactly what they're doing, they're going to make it. So, I mean, good on them. What a strategy to have. They'll make it. 8 laps to go. Yeah, they'll make it. Sam King behind Jesse Bunnell. Bunnell, no doubt, would give the lineup to the 41. The 41, though, for many of those laps was driving his Tookus off. And Bunnell coming off of pit road, he did take and just take it easy. I don't think that he's really pushed this car. 30.88. Sam King had a 30.67 this last lap. Still a lap down. The difference on lap tires is 3 laps. So Bunnell came in on 159. King came in on 162. Driver right there is 40 to the bottom. 41, oh, 41 almost got into the 17 there. 6 laps to go. He's just going to let him go by. No doubt. He and I have a wager, and he's going to win. Well, that's good. He's going to win this race. Holland, Hammond, Porter, Donnell Williams, all on pit road, and DeRose out of the race. 41. I mean, he let King go by. That's good. There's no way that Sam King, with 5 laps to go, will be able to catch up, barring a caution. Now, if a caution were to come out, King would tighten back up to, those two would be 1 and 2. Farrington would be your lucky dog. So Brian Farrington, I mean, 2 laps down in 3rd. Not unheard of when it comes to racing. We've seen it before. I've never seen anybody lap the field and win, though. Usually it's something like this that happens where you just let them go by. I mean, I'm sure Bunnell wanted to push it here. He could. Three laps to go, though. MCI Graphics, Amar Paintworks, thebudkicker.com. Use promo code Throwback, and good fun, good run. It's a good race for you, folks. Tomorrow night, Wheels America Cup Series. Be back here again. 18 down low. 41's going to be right there behind the 40. And Bunnell is going to be able to make this stick. He needs a white flag here. Caution comes out. Brandon Porter brings it out. 181 laps green. And Brandon Porter brings out a caution, 89 laps down. Yep, that's what a caution looks like here. So Sam King has a last-ditch effort to try to put it to Bunnell, not only to try to win the race, but also to win $150 here. It'll be Bunnell and Sam King. So Bunnell's going to come to pit road. He's got an extra set of tires, no doubt. Take the extra set of tires. Green, white, checkered. He's going to have the lead. Sam King's at the tail end of the field. Bunnell's going to come, get his pit stop. Bunnell, King. Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, King is like hustling to get to pit road right now. He might even get a penalty. 60 miles an hour into pit road here. How that's not a pit road speeding penalty, I wouldn't know. So we'll see if that is. Barrington's going to be your lucky dog, so he's going to get a lap back. Savoy will be a free pass. He's going to stay out for the free pass. Coulter Jr. doing that as well. Proud mom for the number 3, Mike Coulter. Absolutely. There he is. Malarkey would be a free pass. Everybody would be a free pass all the way to Bob Gray. Sam King on pit road. Bunnell leaves pit road. Goes ahead and takes all 4 tires. Sam King's going to be able to do the same thing. And what was a clear win by laps. I mean, hats off to the drivers getting out there, continuing to run multiple laps down. But the race was almost over. And it happens. It does happen. Oh. So the first caution comes on lap 181. And there's a green, white, checkered attempt coming up after this. Well, if it wasn't exciting before, it's about to get exciting. All the drivers looking for a free pass are going to be right in front of Bunnell. Sam King is going to be in second. He'll restart behind. This is a single file restart, so there's nothing going to happen with that. Farrington, he was not short on fuel. I don't understand why he came to pit road. Unless he's having a connection issue. I'm not sure. He was your lucky dog, and he's 38 seconds on pit road. Now he's going to have to race these other drivers that are going to be behind him. So Savoy and Malarkey are going to battle it out for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Malarkey in the 31 back here. Coulter Jr. will be 2 laps down still. Everybody was good on fuel. Everybody was good for that. For the free pass cars, I would have found myself there to the bottom. I would have taken care of that. Pace car is going to release them. They should be going back to green flag racing this time by. Sam King, Bunnell. I mean, he was less than 200 feet from a white flag right there. And that would have ended the race. Man. I think I was not happy to see that caution come out more than anybody. Not because of the laps, because this would have been really cool to have 183 laps at Darlington to say not one caution. Well, you know what? You gotta play my commercial. Here it is. 2 laps to go. Back to green now. Backstretch busy. But now just has to put down his fastest laps he's ever ran. Gonna have the time to do it. Sam King, 3/4 of a second back, but now white flag here as Sam King gets up to speed. Skylar Sheridan going to pit road. Does look like it'll be a battle between Farrington Savoy, who's behind Malarkey, who's coming to pit road right now. Something going on with his car. Jesse Bennell makes it work, makes it stick. Comes around, and even after extending the race, he's going to win it here. Sam King will come home second. I do believe Brian Farrington will come home third. He does, and Kevin Savoy will come home fourth. Malarkey will be sixth. Coulter Jr. will be fifth. Malarkey had to coast. Did he come in and take fuel? 35, my boy Blue. See you next week. Absolutely. Appreciate you very much. Jesse wins it here. Does it in style. Congrats to the race winner. Congrats to the drivers. We're going to let them give their shout-outs and all that fantastic fun stuff. Here's your race results on your screen. Stop hitting the cars. I try to take pictures of these cars afterwards, and the more they hit them, the less clean I can take a photo. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Linnell, Savoy, Coulter Jr. was your starting grid. Here's your race results. Linnell, fastest in the race. Only 2 drivers on the lead lap. Sam King, second. Farrington, Savoy, Coulter Jr., Malarkey, Grijalva, Matt Magner, Michael Strickland, Bob Garofalo, your top 10. Holland finishes 14th. Donnell finishes in 17th. And that would be all the way to Andrew Tenold in 19th. Thank you to Charles and Amar out there running the numbers and taking things. Blake Lothian, thank you for the like out there on the stream as well. Thank you, folks, for all the likes and all the fun stuff. Let's try to talk to our race winner here. At least give him a chance to give his shout outs. Maybe. Jesse, congratulations on the race win here. You win some money, and you lapped the field at one point.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really wanted to win last week with this paint scheme. With my dad on it, but it didn't work out. Had a computer failure there right before we took the green flag, and sort of ruined the plan there. But I was determined tonight, and it worked out. That was dominating.
Well, you and Kevin get to split $150 today, I do believe. I think that was the plan that I saw. That was the message that came across to me, because you guys have been able to basically dominate this series. I mean, you see you're second in points, and Kevin's been super fast as well. But to not just to win this race with your dad on there, but to dominate it so well with the strategy that you had. We did see that you had about a 27 lap stint there, where at one point you were a little bit freer, so you decided to pit earlier.
Yeah, I was just trying to see how it played out. I mean, you get ready to run these races and you kind of plan on a few cautions. Hats off to everyone in the league to run that many laps with no caution. I never would have bet that. So I just kind of remembered how I ran this race last time we were here. I think I did the same thing, and getting those 4 or 5 extra laps on fresh tires over everyone else seems to pay off better than staying out, and it worked. I think I gained like 6 seconds on second place there at one time. So yeah, it was definitely the way to go.
21 seconds.
Yeah, wow. That's
not 6 seconds. 21 seconds.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you had a fantastic race, and I was actually upset that the caution came out there at the end for and I that shows the true race fan in me when I'm like, and Brandon Porter brought out the caution, and he couldn't help it. He's loose and free, and he was just trying to get himself off the track, and he was just enough on the track that it threw the caution, but to no avail. 181 laps green is nothing to sweat at.
No, it makes for a long night. I know we're just sitting in chairs and running a video game. I tell you what, I'm done. I'm done for the night, man. I tell you what, I've had enough of this game for the night. But yeah, it was a great race. Good job by all the guys. Just give a shout out to my teammates, the wall bangers there. I think we came up with a new name for the team tonight. They tried to knock down the wall for me, give me a little more room to get through there. Gotta say thanks to them, and my wife Amanda. I gotta give a special shout out to my mom. I know she's probably pretty emotional about tonight. So 7 months yesterday we lost my dad. So shout out to her. Love you, Mom, and thanks everybody.
Well, we got Willie B on the hood of your car. I wish you were still out there. I'd be showing him right now. So, but my hat's off. I lost my younger brother in 2012, so I don't know what it's like to lose my dad, but I know what it's like to lose somebody that close. And much love to you and your family. And I know your dad's down there looking on you, saying, "Hey, all right, he dominated Darlington. Now you got to go out there and dominate the rest of the season. 10 races left." Jesse, congratulations on a race win here, and to your family, much love.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm sorry for your loss. I hate to hear that. It's an unfortunate part of life, really. But thanks to you guys doing the broadcast, the guys putting on the league. I want to thank Coulter, Josh, for doing this paint scheme for me. They kind of surprised me with it, and I appreciate it.
Much love, brother. Much love. It's all about you. It's all about you. You win. It's your race.
Thanks, buddy. See you next week.
Always. Jesse Bunnell is going to be a race winner here, and does so in style. Much love to he and with. Last but not least, Mr. King, Sam King, right here, the number 41. Congratulations on a P2 finish here. You had now, as much as I was a little upset that the caution came out because it was 181 laps green. You were able to get back here to second, throw an extra set on there, try to work your way back to Bunnell. It seemed like he took off really fast there. Talk to me about that green, white, checkered and how it was to run this race. Man, oh man, it was a long one.
I was going to try and stay on him that whole restart, but I was way too free, and he just was a rocket the whole race.
It seemed like free early and then tight late. Is that kind of the way this track played out today?
Yeah, the car was really loose on cold tires. It was pretty sketchy, actually.
Well, considering the humidity was 99%, I could believe that. Cold. Was it foggy out there for you guys? I wanted to ask you because on my screen, I see fog.
It kind of looked weird in the distance. Like you could see the lights in the sky, but then you couldn't see the pole connected to the light. It was weird.
I can see the poles connected to it, but it looks like it's cloudy. I know that it's cloudy. It almost looks like it's going to storm, but it looks like a mist of fog across across NASCAR land here at in iRacing. Sam, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch you guys not only battle some lap traffic, but I mean, you guys put on a clinic there in the top, especially you and Jesse, and I know Kevin was up there for a little bit. Kevin had a long pit stop there for a moment, but it seemed like that made it kind of made the race. When you two trying to figure out who's going to be on the lead lap or not.
Yeah, I told him there at the end when I was running them down, trying to get my lead lap back. That was the hardest I drove the car all night.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun, man. You were able to get around him. I think I knew that he was going to let you go. Because why even if you've lapped the entire field, if second place is catching you, why hold him up? Like let him go. You know what I mean? It'd have been funny if that was the first bump and run that we ever saw. Just
Well,
go ahead.
I wouldn't have done that to him.
Would have. I'm totally joking. Sam, congratulations on a P2 finish here. I know that, yeah, you're getting rolling here. Where are we at next week? That's what I was looking at. I had that pulled up, and now I don't have it pulled up again. There it is. Richmond. We're going Richmond. All right, Richmond racing next week. That's 200.
Yeah.
That's another long race.
Sadly, I have to miss that race. So,
That's a lot.
and Richmond's one of my best tracks, so they're lucky.
Well, you know what? You come over here, you take my job, I'll come run Richmond for you. We'll see how. Nah, I totally joking. We'll do that. Richmond's going to be fun. Sam, much love to you, buddy. Give your shout outs out there, and congrats on a P2 finisher, man.
Yeah, like to thank my boys from New York, Matt, Bobby, Porter. They're a lot of fun to hang out with in Discord during these races, and yeah, great league.
So you had Bobby Magner out there rooting for you, saying happy birthday. It's your birthday?
Oh yeah, it is.
Happy birthday, brother. I wanted to make
Thank
sure.
you.
I actually I did the whole happy birthday to you, don't demonetize me song on the stream. So happy birthday, man. Yeah, it was funny. It was for a moment there. Sam, much love to you, buddy, and we'll see you. So you won't be here for Richmond. You'll be back from New Hampshire.
Yep.
All right, buddy. We'll see you in New Hampshire.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Sam King comes home second, and they do a phenomenal job at bringing it home. Thank you to everybody out there. I think where's Brian at? Mr. Farrington, are you alive? Number 20. Where are you at, buddy? Are you watching? If you're not, going once, going twice. Brian Farrington finishes third, and Jesse Bennell, of course, your race winner. He's going to win some money. He's going to split it with Kevin. Some good stuff. Little incentives to try to catch him, but Jesse was fast, man. Nothing wrong with being fast, folks. I'm gonna take some aspirin. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna work on our server and get some things taken care of. Thank you to everybody out there for doing what you do. Much love and appreciation to the Winston Throwback Series. Sorry it started off kind of rough. I had to work my jaw loose to be able to talk and do all kinds of stuff. Just wasn't feeling it early, so I do apologize about that. You all deserve better. Just a ton of fun. So thank you to everybody. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, give us a like, give us a follow. Get out there, get in our streams, have some fun with that. Not just get in our streams, but get out there and interact with us on the social platforms. Follow me on Twitch, or on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I got them all. And much love to you. We'll see you in the next one, folks.